tread water. Help.
It's an earwig.
Earworm? Well, an earwig's a bug.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called, though, when something gets in your earworm?
It's a worm.
Earworm.
Earworm.
Okay. This song's such an earworm.
Yeah.
Take two. This song's such an earworm.
Yeah, man, definitely.
La da dee la da da la da dee la da da. I always confuse this girl with the white girl who used to smush her hair down to her face and sang "Been Around the World, nah yeah yeah."
Who is that?
CC.
No, this is a white girl. That was a white girl. Been around the world, nah yeah yeah. I can't find my baby. Lisa Stansfield.
How do you remember that?
Let's see if I'm even right.
Wow, that's probably somebody you dated. You dated in high school.
Oh, Lily Stansfield.
Lisa motherfucking Stansfield.
Wow.
Christine.
Woof.
Be impressed with anything ever.
I literally said you were right first.
Fuck you.
Ow.
Fuck you. No, you weren't.
The Bonfire's live right now.
The Bonfire. Well, it's pre-recording.
Wink,
live
wink.
for wink. Wink. Where do we lose Jacob? We have no Black Lou.
No Black Lou. Jacob took a walk.
This is Terminator timelines here, so it's Tuesday, even though you're hearing this on Thursday, and Black Lou's out the whole day today. Personal issues. Personal black issues.
What?
It's probably black issues.
Oh, God. What?
You don't know.
I don't understand.
Why you can miss work for black issues?
Dude, I'm from Boston. I get nervous.
Okay, how about this? Lotion shortage, crazy lines at CVS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, that's a black issue.
A lotion shortage?
I'm not waiting in line for lotion.
No.
It's fine. If I miss a day without lotion, my skin doesn't turn all cracked and weird. La da dee la da da la da dee la da da.
I don't use lotion
at all.
I don't use soap on my face.
Yeah, face wash.
I don't.
Nothing. Just the crystal clear waters?
I use water.
Speaking of crystal waters, as she stands there singing for money, la da dee la da da.
No, I don't use anything on my face.
No way.
That's crazy.
Swear.
Even DJ Lou washes his face.
I don't use soap on my face. I don't use when I shave my head, I don't use shaving cream.
I don't shave with shaving cream. I dry shave.
I don't never dry shave. I wet shave in the shower, but I don't use shaving cream.
I dry shave.
And I don't and I don't use soap on my face.
What? That's crazy.
Why is that crazy? That's
how
not
do you
crazy.
clean your face?
I don't. I clean my face gets clean.
Do you use an astringent?
I don't know what astringent is. Should I know what that is? What's it in? What is it?
Guy's wife was an esthetician. Astringent.
He doesn't.
Jacob became in a weird time. I'm sorry. Bobby doesn't know what an astringent is.
What's it? What is it?
It's embarrassing.
What is it?
Stuff. It's like alcohol stuff.
Stuff? You called it stuff?
It's like alcohol stuff you put on your face.
Alcohol stuff? Oh, I know that. Yeah, that's it. What is it again?
Astringent.
Astringent. Dude, I'm in a giggly mood today.
As you stand there, singing for money, la da dee la da da. Hey Jacob, have you ever been with a black woman before?
I made out.
That's it?
Yeah.
Really?
Ooh, that's right. I remember that.
What was her name?
No, this was before the bonfire.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Really? That's it? You just made out? What happened? She grabbed your weenus?
No. I don't know what happened. I had a
her
date
cousins
with her.
kicked the shit out of you?
It was in the 50s.
Jacob's old. This is probably the 50s.
He had to do it under the bleachers.
In the still of the night.
Nobody's going to see us, Jacob. Meet me under the bleachers.
Oh, you sure are colored.
Well,
Oh, God.
I'm as dark as they
No,
come.
she was a musician.
He used to call my father.
Kiss me, motherfucker. And he goes, your lips are so big. Is it safe?
It is.
I trust you, Laquanda.
Laquanda.
I've put so much trust into you. Now, this is the 50s when it was just regular black names. Cheryl.
Pearl.
She had a, I would say, a regular, a normal.
Damn.
What's the word?
Damn.
What's
I don't
the-
know, but all these are coming out
Well,
wrong. She had a human name.
Was it a stranger?
She had a name you give normal human
you,
beings.
No. Maybe
did you,
that came out wrong.
Did you get in the car, let her in first, and then see if she unlocked the door for you?
No, I met her. I went. The date was in Harlem. I went up and met her.
Yeah.
I took her out to. We went out to dinner at a African restaurant and then went to a show.
You mean a restaurant?
Huh?
What was it? What made
North
it
Africa. It was.
You eat with your hand?
North African? What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Was it served to you by a 5-year-old in the army outfit?
Forgetting which.
A 5-year-old general?
I'm forgetting which. No, I think it was
Ethiopian?
not an Ethiopian.
Because that's when you eat with your hand.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's great.
It was a soul food restaurant, and she was a white girl. That's what
Wasn't
you
soul food.
No, you went to, and what happened? Did you look hilarious in there?
No.
Was it
No,
after
we
church?
had a great date, and then she took me to a club.
Did you order
a music?
Did you order the with a side of? Did you order that? Because I heard that's good.
I didn't.
They only have it on Wednesdays and Sundays, though.
After church?
Go, Jacob. You made
It
out
wasn't.
with
There's not a big payoff. We just kissed at this club.
her. At the club.
At a
She
nightclub?
kissed you at
It wasn't
an
a
African
nightclub. It
nightclub?
was,
At an African restaurant?
It was just a band playing in a cool bar.
What kind of band? Like a brass band? Jazz?
Jazz.
Jazz band?
Yeah.
Jazzish?
Yeah.
Nice.
But like upbeat.
Oh, so you did a little swing.
I grabbed her while we were watching.
Would you grab her?
The waist.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
You grabbed her and did what?
Why is everything in a good way? You know, you got to take a shot.
You gotta take
Sure.
a shot. Yeah, grab by the neck and
Yeah.
put her against the wall.
Grab her by the weave.
Go, I'm taking this.
Put her hands behind her back.
Don't ever grab a black girl by the hair. You'll get punched in the face.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, unless you get into the
Dream
roots
of
where
it.
it's their hair. You can grab that.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't
Don't
do
grab
that
the
either.
weave.
Jesus.
Don't grab the weave.
Yeah. So you kissed her?
Yes.
How was it?
Good.
Yeah?
She's very pretty.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I like that. Good for you.
Yeah, I was
Jacob.
banging her from behind, then she took it out and put it in her ass.
Wow.
Okay.
That's crazy, man. That went really
Wow.
fast.
That jumped the level.
Yeah,
Was
what-
this all at the jazz club?
It's in the alley in the back. Why'd you do that? That's crazy.
No, in the. I didn't
Why'd you
do
never
that.
see each other
That's
again?
Me. That's a quote.
Oh. Sorry. I
Sorry.
thought you just did it right now.
Why did she?
That was my French roommate.
Why'd you never
said
see her
that to
again?
me. You know what? I should have. We had one date, and then I don't fucking know why.
I'll tell you why.
Racism.
I'm kind of kicking myself.
Yeah.
That was one of the.
You-
There's two girls in my life. I'm kicking myself. I didn't.
What would your parents say if you
Racism.
brought home a black woman? Would they love that, or would they be
No.
like, really confused?
I don't think they would have that big a deal.
No.
But a little bit of a deal.
Now, my father, it's more religion. He doesn't care about
Skin color.
Oh, so you said she's like one of the Whoopi Goldberg ones. It's
like,
okay.
Ethiopian Jew. You'd be thrilled.
You'd be thrilled with that. Damn.
I mean, anything to keep it in the
Anything
tribe is
Jewish.
what I'm saying.
Catholic, he'd be mad. Baptist.
I don't want to say mad. He would just say, "I'll kill myself."
What about-
if you?
What if she came back to the house
Okay.
and she was into voodoo and she threw chicken bones on the table and went, ooh.
But she said, but then tells your dad, you have a bright future,
You will win lottery.
but I am not Jewish. What do you say? Do you think you'd be okay with that? If he
I don't
chicken
have
boned
any
his future?
I don't have any problem either way with it.
Would you stand up to your father if you loved her enough?
At
If she was
this
a Catholic-
point, he's a kind of old guy. What am I going to push him on the floor?
No, you
What should
fucking
I
smack
do?
him in the face and say, it's mine. Listen to me now.
Yeah, let her hit him with her purse.
Yeah, and then eat a cheeseburger right in front of him. Meat and cheese it right in front of him, dude.
Oh,
Break all the rules.
Is
I couldn't
he,
do that.
Is he
The house is
Kosher.
Yeah.
kosher?
Yeah.
No,
From
no.
day one.
Wow.
To these two, it's a big deal. I never thought about it because it was never
These two,
religious to
it's
me.
also a weird thing to both lose. Also, everyone thinks it's weird.
I mean, Christine looks at me like I have curls on the side of my head when this comes up. I don't think about it. Like I told you, it's not part of me. It's
No
not
rabbis do. You're trained. You wouldn't eat meat and cheese. It's going to piss off the Lord.
Yeah.
It's just what I do. I don't know why. I never thought. Like if I wanted to, I would. I have no interest.
Is it gross to you? Like, do you think that's gross
No.
when you think about it?
No.
Are we talking about
Doesn't-
cheese and hamburgers, or are you talking about the
Yeah.
black girl?
Cheese on hamburgers.
What are you talking about, Christine? Oh, sorry. Okay. I was like,
No,
this
it's
is
not
getting,
gross to me.
this is
You ever try one without the buns? Yeah, that's
Bacon.
fucking. What?
What?
What were you going to say? Bacon?
That makes me nauseous. 'Cause
Bacon
I'm
and-
not used to the smell. It
Bacon
makes
and burger.
Me, like if I pass the delis,
Mm-hmm.
you know when they're cooking in the morning,
Sure.
I have to hold my breath because I'll puke.
I love it.
I know
I have
everybody
I have to
does.
run by because I just want to order it all.
I'm not used to it. That's all.
I love
It's like-
bacon.
The delis near me, all the delis near me seem to make exclusively soggy, like undercooked bacon that pulls like, ugh, so gross.
I
My
love bacon.
burnt.
I would take if I had a choice between meats, I would do bacon. Would be top meat.
No,
Dude, bacon with anything.
no,
Bacon is the number one.
no.
Bacon?
You got DJ Lou on your side, but he's
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah, he's trashing the best way, apparently. Yeah, bacon is the best.
And then sausage.
Oh, sausage right after that. I'm with you on that. A sausage.
Pork
Sausage
over
is-
beef. Totally.
Sausage is parts, guys.
Yeah, the best parts. They mix up and then they cook it.
I like sausage.
I love sausage.
I love sausage.
Love it.
I love it.
Love it in your
I'll
butt.
challenge you, how much
love
I
it in
love
your
it.
butt.
I love it right in my butt.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't even consider that called that like a meat necessarily. If I was picking meats,
It's a meat, dude.
meat's
What?
like steak.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean, look,
Different cut
steak
steak,
is right.
brisket.
I think steak is right after sausage.
What kind of steak?
I would go. Now, here's the thing. I used to go ribeye, but now that I'm a little older, I go filet.
I go filet always. No fat, no
I
bones.
love
I'm
the
with
fat.
you on that.
I love the fat. I used to love the fat. Let me say, I used to be fat. I was a fat fuck, and when I was a fat fuck,
Yeah.
I loved. When I used to be, hi, I'm Robert, and when I used to be a fat fuck, when I weighed 350 pounds, when it was me carrying around 12 turkeys, when I weighed when I was the weight,
12 decent sized turkeys.
when I weighed like two middle-aged women who had 4 kids each, I used to love the fatty steak ribeye. But now that I'm a regular sized man at 225, I like a filet.
I don't like because of it's not the fat, it's the gristle.
It's the texture.
That's what I don't like about.
suck on the
That's why
gristle.
The
filet
fat is,
better.
I think the fat and gristle are the same. They're same thing.
I suck on it.
I just had bone marrow for the first time.
Oh.
It's fucking disgusting. It's all grease.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Well, bone marrow, you end up eating that more like, it's like a paste.
You put it on toast. You
It's
put the bone.
oily,
because
fat
it's gelatinous
shit.
fat.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I love it. I love bone. I had bone marrow with steak tartare on top, so that you take the raw.
Well, we just
steak
found out the hardest thing to say is Boston accent, tartar.
it's tartare.
You went ta-ta. That was so natural.
I say it like a magician. Ta-ta.
I love your accent. I like the R's on the end of things when I was like drawers.
I say draw.
Yeah.
Rum.
Room, draw,
Room.
roof.
Room.
I love fatty. I don't like it as much anymore. I do like a filet now, but I did like a nice fatty ribeye on the bone, or there's another.
I'd go sirloin after, probably, or skirt steak.
I love the fat when the fat's on the outside of it. That fat that you can eat. Oh God,
I can't do it.
love it.
That texture is so disgusting to me.
you need that. You know, you ever watch the show Alone?
You're going to tell me some crazy things if I ever get stranded in an avalanche or something. I'm going to want my teeth to be sharp so I can eat a rabbit raw.
No, that's not what I'm going to tell you. But Jacob, you know this. Most of the people that don't make it on the show.
Jacob, you've never seen the show, but you are alone, so you might need some sharp teeth one day.
I don't know the show.
The show Alone, where they go out, 10 people go out in the woods alone, and whoever lasts the longest wins.
Wait,
They
they
don't
go
have
each
any
one's
skills.
They're not out there together at all.
No, they get separated by like 3 to 5 miles each
Okay.
in the most desolate part of wherever that is, and they can bring 10 things with them. That's it, and they have to survive with those 10 things. And whoever survives the longest
I'd bring
wins.
my PlayStation and 9 games and then realize there's no electricity.
But they're
Damn it,
not-
guys. I thought I was going to get some entertainment, but there's no plugs.
You just see a bear eating your controller.
They're not survivalists. They're just
No, they are. They're all survivalists.
so they know what to do with these 10 things.
They know what they get to pick 10 things. They know exactly what they're the top survivalists in the world, and they go out there. But the ones that make it are the ones that get animal fat. You need fat to live. You can't just eat meat. You can't just eat the lean meat because you'll just die. You need animal fat. We need it.
Right, but not like when you're not dropped alone as part of a television show.
Yeah, but I mean,
Let's assume I'm going to be eating this steak around about a house or a restaurant area,
You'll be
and I'm not going to be helicoptered into the middle of Antarctica.
Then you can have a fillet.
Yeah, so the fish go, yeah, if we go,
Then you can
hey, you
get-
want to get dropped in the Antarctica? I go, no, I just had very lean meats. I'm not prepared for that.
I just had haddock with a little butter.
No, I couldn't possibly. I've had no fat.
Yeah, you need fat though.
Of course.
You need fat to live. So the fat on a
Look,
steak.
in that situation, I might have to wear a deer carcass as a jacket to live. These aren't things you have to do in your home, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I get a grill, though, one day I'm going to grill a lot of stuff. But grilling fatty steak is good because it all comes off.
Yeah.
That's the shit.
Lewis is a good griller.
He's just the only one of us that has a grill.
Lewis who?
Johnson.
Oh, Lewis
See,
Johnson's a good.
and he'll get those gigantic, what do they call those dinosaur? No, the
Tomahawks.
steaks?
tomahawk
No,
Yeah.
those are good.
steaks.
That's great.
They have
Yeah,
one at the
he's
Comedy
good.
Cellar because that makes sense to eat while you're watching comedy.
They
A
don't have a,
giant tomahawk
they do
steak.
not, they don't have a tomahawk
That's
On my
not
life.
true.
Not
at the
cellar.
stand, not the Comedy Cellar.
No, the stand.
You said the Comedy Cellar.
Oh, the stand.
Yeah.
In the middle of your set, you're on stage and you're seeing a guy chow down on a tomahawk.
It's rare because
tomahawk
it's
steak.
$220 some, I think. It's insane. It's the dumbest thing on a comedy menu I've ever seen in my
Yeah,
life.
that's some mob shit.
It's the worst one. It's the worst menu item on a comedy club menu I've ever seen.
That's because they got a deal. Because if that's something that fell off a truck, really.
Yeah, oh yeah, yes.
Yeah.
I got these beautiful tomahawk steaks I can give you at cost.
We got them done on the east side.
Want to do my
Didn't
Chris
it-
impression? My Chris
Yeah,
impression?
Hey, where we get these steaks from?
It's awful.
What's all these doing tomahawk steaks?
Did they open up the boat? Didn't they get a boat?
They bought the fair, or they're involved in the ferry that Pete and Colin Jost were all involved in, but I haven't heard anything about what's happening. They just like own a ferry.
So,
Dumb fucking thing to buy.
so does Norton's girlfriend. Hey now.
I mean, it's a ferry boat. They're going to turn it into the coolest comedy club / nightclub, which has never happened ever on land or sea.
One time, it did happen in Boston. Not nightclub, but Dick
Okay, well, that's already taking the change.
Dick Doherty
Mm-hmm.
bought had a boat, the comedy boat, the Dick Doherty comedy boat,
Comedy, though.
and we did comedy on the boat.
Exclusively
I
comedy.
I worked on it. I was the
First mate? Gilligan?
telemarketer. So I used
What?
to get. I
You
was
worked on it as a telemarketer? You could have telemarketed from anywhere.
not back then.
Really?
No. Back
Okay.
then you had to you didn't have cell phones.
Oh, yeah, the whole setup.
Yeah, you had to go in
the
there,
earpiece.
sit on the boat all
telemarket
day and telemarket
For people to come.
give free tickets. We call people and go, hey, you won 10 free tickets to the comedy boat. And then we had like a list of companies we had to call, the HR person. Can I talk to your HR? I'm Robert Kelly and blah, blah, blah. And then I remember one night I wound up talking to this girl on the phone and we hit it off and I was hitting on her. And I totally was like, listen, I'm on the show tonight. I'm one of the comics. You should come down. She's like, I'm coming. She goes, can I just come by myself? I was like, no, come by yourself. I'll leave a ticket at the door. And I was on the show with Steve Sweeney, Kevin Knox, like legends.
Boston legends.
Legends. And I was on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I go, this girl's coming. And I remember the boat tipped to one side. And I heard, have you seen Bobby Kelly? Is Bobby here? Ooh. I remember just running around the boat trying to not be caught by this woman. Whoa. She had to be at least 3-something.
Really?
Yeah, she was a big girl. Not that I have anything against big girls. I've been with big girls.
I have something against big people in general who don't understand their weight, who just live life like they're not that much. Like, you can't jump onto a boat, you tub of shit. I'm sorry I called you a tub of shit, but look what you've done.
No, it comes into play.
Huh?
It comes into play on a boat.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
In a concert.
Yeah, it's only happened to me twice, maybe 2 or 3 times ever, but being asked what I weigh before getting on a plane sucks.
It does. I had that happen to me too in Canada. And
And also when you see it, they didn't ask the 3 people in front of you, and like,
Yeah.
what do you weigh? And you're like, why? He goes, we have to use you as a complete balance for this gigantic flying machine.
yeah. And you're on one side of the plane and everybody else in the luggage is on the left side.
He goes, everybody who's on the left side, can you put some rocks in your pockets before we get on the thing? We're going to put this tub of shit on the right. We need all you guys bouncing out on the left.
Hey, can you guys all take a really big sip of water and hold it for this flight?
We need everybody weighted as much as humanly possible.
We need everybody to have a turkey dinner before this flight so we can make it.
My nephew is getting his pilot's license because he's getting into the Air Force.
Which one?
Huh?
The one that comes in Nashville?
His brother.
His brother, okay.
You met him too, though. But anyway,
he's going to the Air Force?
Yeah.
It's the lamest area of
No, it isn't.
military.
Absolutely
Let him know
not.
he's being a pussy.
No, it's the best.
Well,
it's the
he's
best.
flying.
Call him up. Tell him he's gay unless he goes in the Marines. He'll know what it means.
I don't want him to. I want him in the safest.
Front lines, or he's
Yeah.
gay.
I mean, that's true. But listen,
I don't want him.
Air Force, when I,
Tell him he's got to take out the Taliban single-handedly, or he's a homo.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
do you know, in the military, everybody hates the Air Force
Yeah.
because they get the money first. So when you go over, like I went to Iraq twice, when you go over to the bases,
2 tours?
2 tours of duty
Okay.
and of 2 tours of comedy, of laughs.
Yeah. Took a little mortar fire.
And we did.
I know.
I remember Colin was on.
Isn't it, you guys were at the barracks and they made everybody go in because it wasn't getting close to the base, they said, but it was like enough they told you guys to go inside, right?
Well, Colin, we were doing an outdoor show in the afternoon.
I think I read that in the Artie Lang book.
And we got mortar fire, and then I was like, Colin was kind of having a bad set, and I'm going, they're getting bombed twice. But hey now.
At least they're yelling clear before their bombs. Clear.
But the army bases and the marine bases were the worst because they got nothing. They got
Yeah.
they cook their food in like some heater cooker. It's like, you know, all this bag food. Army was good, but the Air Force had the best because the money went to them first. So they had you go there, they had like shakes, pizza, Chinese food. Their food was insane.
Yeah.
And I was a fat fuck there too. And I thought I was going to lose weight. And I remember I was walking back with Chinese food. I had pizza and 2 chocolate shakes. And one of the dudes goes,
This is what you guys are fighting for.
America.
one of the dudes goes, hey, one of the guy goes, hey man, can I get one of those shakes? They were kind of making fun of me.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, sure, man, you can take one, of course. You're fighting for us. And he took my shake, and then I walked a couple steps, and my other shake tipped over, and I lost my shake.
2 shakes to no shake.
I had 2 shakes to no shake.
Did you give yourself technically that's an excuse to go back and re-pour 2 shakes.
No, because we had to go. It was kind of sad. I remember I sucked a little with the
2
straw
shakes.
off the tray. Yeah.
I've done the fattest move I've ever done and been caught doing was cleaning out McDonald's hot mustard packet by sticking my tongue in it and going and getting all of the hot mustard out of it. That's pretty fat.
Yeah.
That's fat.
I don't know.
Jacob was speechless. He went, yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty fat.
I got 3 large fries and just poured them into a bag because I couldn't eat 3 large fries. I could only eat 2, but I wanted to always have a fry.
That's
You
how
know what I mean?
Christina. That's why Christina stopped doing drugs. But you're not wrong. Sometimes still, we'll even do things like, all right, get whatever, and get 2 even small orders of fries.
Yep.
And then you'll be like, you know what? Throw in a 3rd order of small fries because what if they chintz us on those first 2? I've gotten really ripped off with fries. So make sure we have enough fries.
Yeah.
We'll take the $2
I
hit.
did that in Austin at P. Terry's this week.
Yet it was a waste of money because I think their fries are horrible.
The fries are terrible.
They were terrible fries.
I mean, can I be honest with you two? You took me to 2 places, and I was both places fucking disappointing.
Both places? Both places?
Cookout, garbage.
Cookout's not a place we took you to. Cookout was a place that was across the street from the hotel in
I'm
Oak.
going to stop you right there,
Go
Christine. I'm going to stop you right there. Okay,
I'm not taking the blame for this.
you're gonna.
I had never been there before.
You won't take the blame, but you, sir, because we
You
pulled
ordered a fucking quesadilla.
you.
You ordered a side item. It's like going to Jack in the Box and just getting the tacos, the dollar tacos.
You said to me when we got there, cookout, dude, cookout. We'll go there, cookout.
This is an oversell.
I
didn't say
dude,
this.
you went like this, cookout. As we drove by, you went, yo, cookout. Dude, we got it. And you
I
had
don't know if it was that dressed
you
up.
took your hoodie off. There was you had a cookout shirt on from last time you were there.
All right. So what? I love merch.
And it was garbage, dude. If you can't do a quesadilla, you're shit.
It was like a burger quesadilla.
Who
I've never
gets a
even seen that
quesadilla
on a
from?
menu.
You don't get a quesadilla from Burger King.
A quesadilla is the easiest thing in the world to make. It's kid snack. If anything, you should be able to make a quesadilla.
If anything, you're making a point that you were childish for ordering quesadillas, and you should have just got a burger or a bunless. We told you to get a grilled chicken sandwich.
No, you didn't tell me. You left me hanging.
That's not true.
When I said...
You said we told right away.
They have grilled chicken sandwiches. You should get that.
And then you went
well,
ahead.
now that you're ganging up on me, both of you, now that she's apparently on your side...
It's coming. You're remembering it now a little better?
Were you about to say what?
You remembered a little bit
No,
better
what was
now.
the word you were going to use?
I don't know.
Through something?
Shit, I don't know.
Astringent?
Stringent?
Dude,
No, cookout. First of all, the things, the cheese bites they had, maybe are the best cheese bites I've ever had in my life.
What's a
Cookout.
cheese bite? You mean
Fried cheese.
Fried cheese?
Yeah, those aren't called cheese bite. That's a mozzarella stick.
No,
Not
these
when
were
they're
cheese
little.
bites, and they're also not mozzarella.
What is it?
They were
I think Jack.
Jack
They're
cheese.
so good.
Yeah, they were
Jack.
unbelievable. Monterey Jack. They were great.
Okay.
Fries are good.
Okay. They were all right. They weren't good.
From Cookout?
They were fine.
Good. Crinkle
Fine.
cut.
They were fine. I didn't get crinkle fries.
You fucked up, buddy.
I got regular stupid fries.
Nope.
Soggy fries. I got soggy fries.
We had crinkle cut with a little bit of cheese on them.
See,
Then,
Yep.
what did we do? A chicken sandwich, right?
Yeah. Everything was fine at best.
Pete Pete Perry's. What is it called?
Pete
Pete
Terry's.
Terry's is bomb.
It sucks.
That was in Austin.
No.
Pete Terry's is not good.
The burger's
so
fantastic.
good.
Oh, the one that they're all fighting each other.
Yes.
Yes.
At night.
Yeah.
Are you guys?
Burgers are really good.
That is not a good burger.
Sure it
That's
is.
a great burger.
That is a
Sure it is.
small, little, tiny
You
thing.
gotta get the double.
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to. It doesn't have to. Listen, Bobby, aren't we learning now? It doesn't have to be quantity. Quality. Some of the
Wait.
smallest burgers in the city. Brindle Room in New York City, very small burger, but fucking great.
Wait,
I
you
like
didn't
a-
go to Cooper's?
No, what's Cooper's? That
we didn't
sounds
do.
good.
We didn't do
Oh,
barbecue
my
at all.
God. Really?
No, it was not enough. We did the Cisco's breakfast in Austin, but we didn't do an afternoon barbecue. Sometimes is like it's
Cisco's wasn't
brutal.
good either.
No, Cisco's.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Can I tell you something? I've come around on Cisco's too. The first couple times I went, I was like, it's fine. But now when we go, I'm like, yeah, I know.
But what did you have me get? The
migas.
Migas
Yeah.
was not good.
You got the chorizo, and you said it was all great.
I would have rather have got. What did you get? You got something better.
Huevos rancheros.
Huevos Fancharos. I was supposed to get Huevos Fancharos.
It's crazy to get that there.
Why?
Oh, it's so good.
That's not what it's
I
for.
I saw
You
hers.
liked yours. You were about to dump. You had to stop because you were building tacos.
First of all,
Everyone
you never
found out
hold
about
me-
Bobby's dumping.
Please don't hold dumping against me like that.
I'm
Christine.
just saying, if you're about to dump, it wasn't that bad.
If his baby stomach can't hold the food he's eating, he's gonna dump out of his mouth.
It's called dumping.
It's called
I almost
dumping.
dumped at Cisco's.
So Bobby, every time we go out to eat, at some point Bobby goes, "This place is great. I'm gonna dump."
You know what was really good? The place in the hotel.
The
I
diner.
thought you were going to
The
say
diner, the place in Nashville that we went for breakfast was off the charts. That was incredible.
great.
That was great. But the place in the hotel, the diner in the hotel at the Thomas was unbelievable.
Oh, Thompson. Yeah.
It was a great. I mean, the food there. I got a baguette.
I gotta tell you.
I got a baguette with prosciutto
Mm-hmm.
and butter.
Right.
It was one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life. So
The
good.
diner. That's a weird order.
It was there. I got it, and then I got the hash, the turkey sausage and hash with fried eggs on top.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost like they cut the potatoes like rice. You know what I mean? And they cut up the turkey. It was all mashed together, and they put the fried eggs. But I had them put cheese in it, so they fried up the hash with the cheese.
Jacob's out.
Yeah, you're
I
out.
wouldn't eat it.
But you could have had it. You could have had just regular. But it was great. Oh my God, that was good food. The Cisco's was good, but it wasn't.
I wish we'd had the opportunity
Put
to
that
go
more
to
on
Terry
Dan.
Black's.
Put that more on Dan. Dan's
That's Dan's
Cisco's.
spot.
That's his spot.
We love it because
I love
Dan
it.
loves it.
This'll
I
get-
love it because I
this
love
is gonna get
anything
back to
Mexican
him.
food.
What?
Yeah.
This is going to get back to him.
Bobby, did you try the biscuits with the butter honey
Okay,
sauce
okay,
thing?
okay.
Next
Now,
level. The biscuit's next
The
level.
biscuit with the what was it called again? The
Butter, the honey butter.
the honey butter that came out of a mustard tube
Mm-hmm.
with the honey.
Yeah.
That was. I would have just had that.
Sure.
If we had just had that with coffee, I would have been fine.
You almost did just have that with coffee. That's why you almost dumped.
They have American breakfast. We brought home for Joel from the goddamn commie gym just a bacon, egg, and cheese on a biscuit.
I would have got the biscuit with a bacon and cheese. That would have been with cheese. I would have lost.
That's not
my
what
mind.
Soder says you order.
The Migas was not. The Miga
Oh boy.
was not. I'm sorry. Look, I love you, Dan, but the Miga was not that good.
Migas?
Miga's not that good.
Do you
Miga-
prefer the Migos?
I would have preferred a sandwich on a biscuit. That biscuit was great. I would have
Next
done
time,
that.
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to
bummed
go
you
if you just
didn't
want to
go
break dance traditions completely and start a new tradition of our own at a different breakfast place.
Let's go. Let's do
The
it.
Thompson.
Let's do the Thompson.
The Thompson Diner?
The Thompson
But I'll tell you what,
Diner.
that would be much more fitting of is the laziness of just like everyone meet in the lobby diner.
Oh, the best dine.
love it.
One there is the Drake.
What do you mean?
The restaurant in the Drake has the best breakfast.
In Austin?
Yeah.
Is that where you stayed?
No, but I went there for the breakfast. You know that older looking hotel?
The Driscoll, you mean?
The Driscoll.
Driscoll, I'm
The Driscoll.
sorry.
Yeah.
They get good breakfast.
Great.
They do.
Yeah.
And you know, I tell you what, the best pork chop, a triple pork chop, is up the street. I think it's Pete's or something like that.
Pete Terry's?
No, Pete Terry's is garbage.
That's nuts. I don't even love it. And that's nuts.
You have
the
to
same
think
as
about
garbage.
like on the level of like In-N-Out, Shake Shack, P. Terry's, like it's that type of
Shake
burger.
Shack,
It's good.
it would blow Pete Terry's out of the water.
Out of the water.
Out of the water.
If it was a Shake Shack, I wouldn't even be having this discussion with you right now. That's
Yeah.
great. Shake Shack is amazing.
Christine, men are talking, please.
I wouldn't have gone there if I wasn't going to Cooper's at least one barbecue.
Jacob,
I'm
the
so
Cooper's
sorry.
is trash. We have to go to Terry Black's.
We never-
Next time we go, we
Convenient,
have to
though,
go.
But at least it's. I thought it's good.
We didn't do any barbecue at all in Nashville or.
Because they're not open
I
late,
love
and
it.
it's rough before a show. They had us working.
Yeah, they
You
did
are
have
in a
us
coma
working.
before. If we
Yeah.
did that twice, and it was a mistake both times.
Yeah.
So you guys had like 3 shows a day.
I wanted to fall asleep on the stage.
Yeah, and they.
You can't not eat till you're full there. Even every time we
Maybe
go,
that's what happened to Josh. Maybe he had barbecue and he just ran out of steam in the intro. Maybe he was
did.
full.
That was not the
Give it up
last
for Jim. Oh, barbecue. I can't do it
The
anymore.
cobbler.
I had barbecue.
barbecue.
Big J is the best man in the world. Give it up for this guy, the godfather of all things in show business. Give it, Big J Elgerson. Barbecue, I'm full. I can't. I just ran out of steam.
Hoover,
At Hoover, I had the barbecue and the Cisco's and the Pete.
Holy lava loofers.
Boom, boom, scoom, boom, boom, boom.
Honk, honk.
What's up?
Yes, Jacob?
I wanted to finish my thought with my nephew because he's got to learn about everything about the plane, and weight distribution is extremely important.
Yeah.
He actually puked his first flight, his first class, because in the small Cessnas they're not pressurized, so you're feeling everything going up and down, and apparently there's not
destroyed my
one.
ears.
Everyone throws up.
You can do. They call me Bobby Two Bags because I did the Mustangs down in San Diego. You can go up with a pilot in the Mustangs, go up around 6,000 feet, and they give you the stick.
What?
You flew a Mustang?
Yeah,
Oh,
they give
that's
you the
cool.
stick.
Very cool.
And you.
What
do,
if you just decide to try to do a flip
He can take the stick back. He has a stick on his side too.
and you can turn your controls off?
Yeah, let's put it this way. They give you the stick, but he's got the stick. Do you understand?
Yes.
But you dogfight. Like me and you can go dogfight.
No.
Well, I swear to God, we
Let's
could
never do it.
Why?
What?
It was pretty fun.
Better ask me a reason why not, more than why. Why should we not dogfight? Is
Yeah.
very, I don't know, crashing and dying,
Well, they teach you.
careening to the earth in a spiral while we know we're going to die, the worst kind of death.
I did always want to go in a B-51.
Dude, it was crazy. A little Mustang plane. We were flying. I mean, we were pulling G's.
You and Jacob should go dogfight.
I got so sick, I got dehydrated. I almost had to go to the hospital. Because what they do is before you go up, they're like, hey, have some ginger snaps because it helps your stomach. And I'm such a fat fuck. I ate the whole box.
You had a sleeve of ginger snaps?
Not the sleeve, the box.
That's a lot of ginger.
I just like ginger snaps. It reminded me of my grandmother. Yeah, she used to love ginger snaps.
They like burn after a while.
Good for your stomach, Jen.
Yeah, it wasn't when it was coming up. It burned.
I mean, apparently everyone throws up. In fact,
Yep.
they ran out of. My nephew asked for the bag immediately, and apparently they didn't realize they hadn't restocked them. So the guy just said immediately, "You're gonna have to puke out the window." So he just vomited over the Everglades.
You're in a plane.
Yeah.
Just
It
alligators.
definitely got on the plane.
Oh, some of it went on him because it's just they're flying.
What a terrible idea. No, I don't like. Yeah, Ian Finance and Jordan Jensen went skydiving.
Yeah.
One of the days we were
Never
there.
do that.
Yeah, me either. It's insane. I started to say to Ian when I heard he was going to go, I was like, "Hey, dude, be careful." And everybody was, "What a wasted statement on someone skydiving." Be careful. It's no big. It's you're going to live or die.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, there's no be careful.
There's no. Yeah. He goes. Thank God I was careful because that's never been a survival story of parachuting accidents ever. Well, you know what? Yeah, I would have never taken. I don't know if I would fly in a. I still feel like flying commercial is a calculated risk when I do it all
You
the time.
got nervous on the plane coming back because we went into turbulence.
Very. Bobby looked over me and I was going. That's what I do. I get an angry face and I shake my head like.
Yeah.
And that angry shake, is for the same thing every time. And I'll tell you why, because I've been let down 99.9% of times with this. When we're in wacky turbulence like that, where you're really feeling the plane drop out and that kind of shit, which we had on that flight, pop on. You know people are afraid of flying. Pop on, pilot. Say something. Well, a little bit of a rocky road up here, huh? Everything's fine, everybody. Just letting you know, we should be out of this in about a minute or so. Oh, you know, if he was like just playful about it even, it would calm me. He just, all I picture is when that's happening, he's just like, I don't know what's happening. This storm's just coming out of nowhere.
But you know why they don't say anything? Because it's not that bad. Those planes, the wings on those planes could bend all the way up like that.
Nope.
100%.
Nope.
That's 100%.
That is a 0% fact at all whatsoever. I've never heard that. Bobby, take your nervous sip of water.
I'm not. That is
Why
a.
you think?
That is.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why they've pulled up. Okay.
I'm telling you, a plane, those planes, those wings can bend all the way up. They're meant to deal with that stuff. That turbulence does nothing.
I think you're
to
thinking
them.
of an X-wing fighter
I'm
in Star
telling
Wars,
you.
and George Lucas' Star Wars.
I talked to after the September 11th. I talked to a couple pilots. Me and Corelli actually. Me and Corelli were in.
Is that an airplane going by, Lou?
Here's an airplane going by.
Me and Corelli were on a flight, and the turbulence was so bad. I mean, dude.
I've been in
I heard Corelli going, Bob, Bob, Bob. And I was praying, holding the person's hand next to me, saying the Our Father. And Corelli was like, Bob. And then he yelled at me, why the fuck won't you talk to me? And he stuck his little thin Corelli head through the two seats.
His Greyhound head?
And he was like, talk to me. It was that bad. Like people were praying. Like people were crying. We were like, we're going to die. We were dropping and then going up.
Yeah, coming back from Amsterdam one time, it was so bad where the pilot said nervously for all the crew to now get in their seat. And then when the crew was going by, because it was going nuts, I was like, I've never seen the flight attendants freaked out. And I was like, is everything all right? And she went, I don't know. And she just went and sat in her seat. And I was like, oh, DeRosa slept right through it. But I'm telling you, it was like going out of your seat. Like you'd come up out of your seat.
DeRosa's been praying for this.
Bring on the sweet release of death.
I got to go to Cleveland next week.
Take me.
I sold 40 tickets to Hilarities. Please let this plane crash.
Take me out. But I've had a couple of on a Frontier Airlines once. We went up.
What is it?
Frontier Airlines.
Oh, Frontier, yeah.
One time there was turbulence, and the plane went like the wing on the left was pointing up, and the other one was. I was looking down at the person next to me. It was crazy.
That
was scary as
shit.
shit.
You know what's scary? I had it 3 weeks ago. We were landing in LaGuardia, and the plane in front of us didn't get out of the way quick. So we were landing, and then all of a sudden, you heard him just push, and we went straight up. And he had to re-engage. We were pulling down, and he said, "Yo, Fitbit,
I'm gonna buzz the tower."
Nah, don't do it.
Yeah, sure, I won't do it. Airplane going by.
And going by.
Sky bitch, he's gonna buzz the tower.
That's the funniest music to kick in. He goes, and then you have to pull back up. Damn, Kelly McGillis got fat and ugly, huh?
You talk about, you say Bob Kelly?
Kelly McGillis.
I never thought she was hot
I didn't think she was
Said
hot
this
either. She
before,
always
was
had
an
a
LA5 always.
yeah. Even in her hottest, she had Willem Dafoe face. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, she had teeth that had
A space between each one, right?
they were kind of. I think Jovi has the same thing. Bon Jovi has like black. I don't know. It's a thing.
Black.
Like in between the teeth up top. They look gray, big, and
Yeah.
there's black in between the teeth.
Gingivitis.
No.
Gingivitis,
It's called
by the way.
Joviitis.
Do you think it's gingivitis?
Nothing on the Jovi?
Yes, I have it. Nothing on Jovi. Sorry.
Joviitis? Nothing? All right. Nice talking to you. Let's go back to Jacob.
Bon Jovi. Jacob, your thoughts?
Your thought, Jacob.
I,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the other girl? Who's the other girl that was in that she went downhill?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
Fonda.
Fonda's, yeah.
That was a crazy one.
Bridget Fonda.
Bridget Fonda
You
went.
never saw.
yeah,
you
yeah,
saw
yeah.
his pictures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's like,
But yeah.
and she's married to Danny Elfman, who is now one of those does that weird ginger thing where he gets jacked in his 50s.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny Elfman's like yoked, and like she's enormous.
What does he look like?
Crazy.
What?
Let me see him. Danny Elfman. What is he being? Why is
Boingo
that?
Boingo.
Boingo Boingo. It's a dead
Oh.
man's party, and he does the scoring of everything ever in Hollywood.
Big.
So
Shirtless.
bizarre looking.
Wow.
Yeah, he's fucking nuts looking though, huh? You're right. But yeah, he got like in crazy shape and all tatted up, and she's just
I was showing it. I didn't realize it wasn't showing. That's crazy.
that's crazy.
Yeah, weight's a tough thing, man.
Yeah.
Weight, food. That is a. She probably had kids.
Yeah, for sure she did, but
I mean,
time just punched her. I mean, with the biggest, hardest glove ever. That's crazy. I mean, like if you, because that's a crazy difference between show. You know, when you see like a young picture of like your grandmother or something or
Yeah.
your mom.
She was still
You
kind
showed
of a
it by-
chubby bitch.
No, it's just like they were pretty, but like it wasn't like they were a sex symbol. Bridget Fonda was like, her kids can look back and be like, yo, my mom was like a fucking head turning, world famous knockout, and now she looks like a Walmart greeter.
I
She's a
never
big
would
girl.
have. I could have walked right past her. Never would have picked her out.
Yeah.
What was she in?
She was in.
Singles, single white female.
She was in that.
The Godfather
she was in the-
Part
Brown.
3.
She was in the really good movie with the kung fu guy. What's his name?
Jet Li.
Jet Li. That was a great movie.
Which one was that?
What movie was that?
Unleashed?
No, Jet Li and her, really good movie. What a dragon, something like that. Dragon, not enter the dragon.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
No, Long Live the Dragon, Spicy Dragon,
Kiss
General-
of the Dragon.
Kiss of the Dragon. That's it.
Jackie Brown.
Kiss of the Dragon, great movie.
Is it?
Great movie. Kiss of the Dragon was awesome. She was great in it too. She was smoking hot.
Oh God,
Yeah.
Danny Elfman. I mean,
That's
I've crazy.
I've lived this though, so I really
She
can't
could
talk.
Snap back if she would just drop what?
That's hard to snap.
She has
back
to
from
drop
that.
100 pounds, but more than that, she won't snap back. It won't be the same. But she's almost like her face just also fell apart.
Because she's sad because she's huge.
Yeah.
All right,
She's
Lou,
sad.
don't make it real, you piece of shit.
I'm really big fan of hers. I'm defending.
Are you?
Well, yeah.
Would you be with her now?
If she drops 80, yeah.
80.
Damn. Well, put Michelle on notice, dude. You better hope to God Bridget Fonda doesn't lose. God damn it, she's crazy looking. She looks like, who does she look like in that picture on the right?
Jack Black.
No, it's like a guy for sure. Paul Dano.
Yeah. I mean, what? But don't the husband's in shape
Yeah.
and she's that big. Are they still together? They can't be together.
I think they're together.
They can't be together.
I believe they are.
Really? Wow. Makes me feel bad for Dawn.
That was her, by the way, that's how she dressed on her birthday. Did you see that?
Oh.
Damn. Jane Fonda does look better. That's true.
She does.
Jane Fonda looks better.
Yeah.
I'd rather see what Jane Fonda's working with under the clothes than Bridget Fonda currently.
Oh yeah.
Oh. She looks so good right there with her husband.
Yeah.
She looked great.
He couldn't believe it. By the way, he probably thought he was working on borrowed time anyways. Like, why would she be with me? She knew. She knew that's what was going to happen to her.
I'm just gonna let go.
He got space wig too. He got hair plugs.
He got
Everything.
maybe.
Yeah, look at that
That's
hair,
look
dude.
weird.
He went from
So weird
bald to having holy shit hair, tattoos, shredded.
Yeah, he should have kept the hair short. He looked fine, even though he's weird looking in Oingo Boingo.
Oy.
Like
Oh,
the Dead Man
yeah.
Party video. Like he's strange looking.
Yeah, he's strange looking, dude.
But yeah, he's like
pretty-
jacked.
Like he eats raw chicken.
He's jacked.
He's jacked.
Not to change the subject, but did Jacob tell us whatever happened with his black date?
He killed her so his dad wouldn't find out.
Yeah, she's gone.
Can't say that on the
No,
radio.
we can't say. We can't finish that story.
Should have
She's
followed
gone.
up with her.
Let me ask you a question. Did you try to get in touch with that girl later? Did you try to call and she just never responded?
We
When you
did,
went
but if
when
she
you went
was-
to the payphone and put a nickel in to call her, did she respond or did she
I
never?
feel like that was my fault there. I should have
Did you write a letter?
pursued more with her because
You said your
Yeah,
mistake
I
was you
haven't-
wrote a letter? Why, you think she can't read because she's black? That's not cool.
That's crazy.
What was it with the
Is that what you're
two
saying?
girls?
the other girl I was madly in love with, but I fucked up. I was that was all me. I was way too.
Racist?
No. The other one was not.
You would never be that in love with a
Lorraine.
black woman.
Yeah, so I'm beginning to feel like when I watch the NWSL, those are my favorite players as far as attraction.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
In the soccer.
yeah.
Attractive. Yeah, really? Even though
Gorgeous.
you've seen Mia Hamm's cooch. Remember?
I have Mia Hamm's.
Yeah.
No, you're not thinking. You have the wrong person. You're thinking about.
I'm not. Mia Hamm, pussy on the internet. Faux show.
Faux
Never seen
show?
this?
No, I've never seen it.
I thought you were Hope Solo.
I thought-
Also,
Both of them.
I think so.
So you like girls that look like you?
No, I didn't say I was into them.
Oh, you
Jay
don't-
just said that
Oh,
You like
their
Liberace.
cooch is available online. I didn't say I,
Liberace. Have you ever dated a black girl, Jay?
Dated? No. My first ever prostitute was black.
Mine too.
A big black lady too. She really came in. It was in Atlanta, and it was like bootylicious Atlanta lady. She was not into it, but
Mine
it
was
happened.
old, black and old. We talked about it on the YKWd.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was older and black. I mean, for my age, I think I was what, 20 something, and she had to be 39, 48,
yeah.
39, between 39 and 62.
That's fair. That's a good window.
Yeah, between that.
She was black. Black don't crack.
Yeah.
You never know.
She had an antique pocketbook. I don't know if she's just into that or that was her original pocketbook.
And then in Amsterdam, I went in with a black prostitute, and then I panicked because I just was worried that the people that were with me that all went into places were gonna be finished first and leave. Like no one else seemed to be concerned about staying as a group, and I was nervous. I've never been overseas before.
Right.
So I went in and I was like, no, this is a bad idea. And she was like, well, you got to give me some money. So I was like, all I have cash is and I pulled out a pocket full of coins. And she was like, that's cool. And she was happy to take it because it's those coins are $5. I probably gave her $75 to do literally let me walk in the door. I basically just walked in and gave her $75 and left. And then I hooked up with a black woman quite some time ago now, I guess 14 years ago or so.
Amsterdam is a funny thing because I went the first time with Keith and Patrice.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Keith got there early in the afternoon before our rooms were ready.
Yeah.
So I was waiting in the lobby of the Ibis, those little shitty hotels. And Keith walked in, and he just walked in. He goes, "Where can I put my bag? Where's the red light district? Let's go, dumbass." And he
Let's go now.
I was like, okay. So we went down. The guy was like, it's over here. But he sent us to the local red light district. There's the tourist one.
Sure.
With all the really pretty girls. Then there's the local one with the,
Clearance rack.
and we were walking down, we're looking, and these girls were rough.
Yeah.
And they were right next to a restaurant with families eating food outside at a little cafe. And there's just a woman in a woman in the windows.
Yeah.
And we both went in.
Yeah.
And they weren't good. And my girl was black. She was prettier than his girl. His girl had acne problems. It was nuts. And then we went in and we came out. We were like, that's it. We're done. We got it out of our system. We're done. And we walked 5 feet and there was 2 other girls. And we were like, one more time. And we went back down.
Right away.
Right away, dude.
God bless those
Right
libidos.
away.
Me
Yeah.
and DeRosa went in with 2, next to each other, rooms next to each other and this thing. And DeRosa's was an older lady. That's what he was excited about. So I just went, and I happened to get, the girl that I was with was gorgeous, but it was a machine Do you know what I mean? Like, it was no, like,
Well, while they're outside,
situation.
they're not a machine.
They're literally, huh?
When they're outside, they're very sexy and alluring, and then when they get you in, they shut the door. It's business.
It's just like, I'm going to do the things that are going to make you come very fast and get out of here. It was a 10-minute turnaround, possibly. I mean, she just, like, right away, it was like, she'll do whatever to get you hard enough to get a condom on, and then fuck you fast enough to get you to finish quick.
There's a time limit. There's like a 15-minute time limit that they don't tell you about. Yeah.
Lou went over the time limit. He banged a girl on butcher block paper in Amsterdam.
Yeah, in the tourist section, not the
Yeah.
The doctor paper, they pull it out.
It was so mechanical and sterile. They had the doctor.
I don't know why I can't picture DJ Lou just getting his pud pulled out by a prostitute. Like, all right, here we go. Be easy with it.
There was no love involved.
The doctor paper's my favorite part of that whole story.
The rip away paper. Damn.
And Bob, when I came, she goes, "Welcome to Amsterdam."
Oh, Jesus, we got Bond villain.
She have a penis?
Welcome to Amsterdam. Hey, everybody, thanks for listening. That was just a portion of our actual Sirius XM radio show.
If you want the whole thing, the whole damn thing, go to SiriusXM.com/bonfire for a special offer.
That's right. And go to BigJComedy.com and RobertKellyLive.com to check out our stand-up dates coming to a city near you. Crackle, crackle.
I stepped on you, crackle, crackle. I stink.